Mr. President, let's start by talking about the midterms.
Right.
How confident are you about not just the Senate, but also the House? Could you give me a scale of 1 to 10 you're feeling right now?
I don't know if I should do that. That always comes back to haunt. But I think we're doing really well. You've seen my rallies, my speeches. I'm selling out stadiums, and the other side can't sell 500 seats, 1,000 seats. We're filling up these massive arenas all over the place. Been to many states, and I don't think we've had literally an empty seat. We have just, there's an electricity going around that I haven't seen since 16, which was the presidential election.
You feel okay
And
about the House then?
I feel good about the House. I feel really good about the Senate, but you never know what happens. I mean, we're going to have to see tomorrow. I can see that there is an electricity in the air. There is something special, and I'm sure you see it. There's something going on. I don't know if it's because of the great economy. I don't know if it's because of the immigration policies that we have that are very tough, and they don't have that. They have the opposite. They have open borders, which is ridiculous. But there is a great electricity in the air.
A lot of people like to make this, whether you like it or not, about you. People say it's a referendum on you. If it is that way, and do you see it that way, but say, for example, you were hypothetically to lose the House, how would you get your agenda through for the next 2 years?
Well, you have to fight, and you have to do what you do, and maybe it comes together, and maybe it doesn't. But maybe it's nasty, and maybe it's productive. It could be productive, but I would just say you have to acclimate. That's what I do. I acclimate, and we'll see how it comes out. I do say, though, that I really think we're going to see some good numbers out of the House. Now, the Senate, we're looking very good, but I see some surprising numbers out of the House.
On the tone and tenor of politics right now, I know you blame some Democrats blame you.
Sure.
It's clearly either way pretty nasty out there. You can't be happy with how vitriolic it is, though, right?
No, I'm not. I'd love to get along, and I think after the election, a lot of things can happen. But right now, they're in their mode, and we're in our mode. And, if you're criticized, you have to fight back, or you should. And what is happening is there is an election sort of a sequence going on, and they're doing their thing, and we're sort of responding to what they're doing.
Do you think there'll be some sort of olive branch you'll
I
be
do.
able to extend
I really
afterward?
Do. Well, I hope so.
To?
It's certainly better for the country. I hope that happens, and we are certainly willing to do that. And I think probably before anything else, we have to get tomorrow over with. We have to get the election finished, and we'll see a result, and it'll be either a great result, a medium result, or not such a great result, but I think we're going to have really good numbers.
You mentioned immigration. Obviously, that's one of the more polarizing issues out there right now. Some people believe that the talk about it, that leads to fear-mongering and that can actually spark racism. Do you worry about that?
No, I don't. And it's not racism. It's just that people have to come into our country legally. Otherwise, you don't have a country. And a lot of people say you should talk about the economy because they acknowledge, even the other side acknowledges that I've created, this is the greatest economy in the history of our country. And the truth is, I do talk about it all the time. But if I mention one word about immigration, it gets brought up a lot by the press because maybe it's a very exciting topic, when you see the caravan and everything else. But no, I think I'm focused very much on the economy. Greatest economy we've ever had, the greatest job numbers we've ever had. These are the best job numbers we've ever had. And, that's a big, big thing. And I do talk about it a lot.
Talk to me about, this is something that I asked your predecessor about during his term. I asked President Obama, so I'll ask you the same thing. Is there anything, as you look back at your first almost 2 years, that you regret, that you wish on you, that you could just take back and redo?
Well, there would be certain things. I'm not sure I want to reveal all of them, but I would say tone. I would like to have a much softer tone. I feel to a certain extent I have no choice. But maybe I do, and maybe I could have been softer from that standpoint, but I want to get things done. We've had tremendous victories on trade. We've had tremendous victories on so many different things. On our military, you look at what we've done with rebuilding the military. But I would say if there's anything, I think tone would be perhaps something. I'm not sure that if I did that, maybe I'd be swamped, okay? Swamped meaning with the other side, because I wouldn't say their tone's been so nice either. But that would be something I would say that I'll be working on.